Hey, Jonathan Bailor here, founder of SANE Solution and author of the New York Times bestseller, The Calorie Myth, and I want to ask you a quick question today. And that question is, on average, how many servings of the best vegetables on the planet and the best lowest sugar fruits on the planet did you consume on average per day last week? So I don't mean to make you do a bunch of vegetable and fruit math, but I more want to drive home what I consider to be the #1 challenge that we all face as individuals, that we face as families, and that we face as a culture at large. And that is, while we all acknowledge, everyone, I don't care who you are, I don't care what diet you ascribe to, everyone agrees that there are nutrient-dense vegetables and that there are low-sugar, nutrient-dense fruits that if we ate more of them, every aspect of our lives, our children's lives, our parents' lives, our siblings' lives, everyone's lives would be better. It's self-evident, right? These are the most nutrient-dense foods in the world. The more of them we eat, the better we look and the better we feel. But we're not doing it. The average American is consuming less than one, so basically 0 servings of the one type of food that everyone agrees we should be eating, right? Everyone, go on the internet, everyone wants to talk about fat, everyone wants to talk about protein. You know I love both of those things, but the one thing that no one is talking about is the one thing that no one is doing, which is the one thing which will radically improve our lives, which is increasing our consumption of the most therapeutic forms of vegetables and fruits on the planet. And we know this. So the question is, why aren't we doing it? Why is the average American consuming less than 1 serving of vegetables per day? And why are we, individuals who are watching this video, who are health conscious, not consuming an optimal amount of the most optimal fruits and veggies in the world? Well, it's often because of 2 primary reasons, and that's just ease and cost, right? It's not that we need to be convinced that this will improve every aspect of our lives. We know it will, but it can be difficult to eat a lot of vegetables, and it can be expensive to eat a lot of vegetables. But what if we could solve this problem? And what if we could solve this problem in like 17 seconds per day? Now, this is why I'm excited. This is really why I'm excited, because we can, and it's not too good to be true. It's actually too obvious to be false, and the explanation can be summed up in 2 words. Beef jerky. Now hold on, I haven't gone crazy here, but so what is beef jerky? So beef jerky is a food, beef, which can be expensive and can be not super easy to eat, right? Sans hamburgers, which we could talk about later, but imagine just beef. So you got to get it from the store, you got to take it home, you got to refrigerate it, you got to prep it, you got to season it, you got to pack it. Beef can be both time consuming and expensive to eat, right? Yes, okay. But what if you just dehydrated it? If you dehydrate it, you've got beef jerky. Now it's super easy to eat, it's super convenient, right? It can be really expensive, that's a problem, we'll get to that in a second, and people sometimes add a bunch of nonsense to it, and of course we want to avoid that, but just imagine, in the spirit, take a whole food, and dehydrate it down so that now it's easy to incorporate into your lifestyle and that you can eat it in abundance. Now, not for beef, but let's go back to those key foods, those most nutritionally dense vegetables and most therapeutic and low sugar fruits. What if we beef jerkied them, turned beef jerky into a verb, and what if we dehydrated them, turned them into a powder, and then just added them to our existing lifestyle? So if we drink green smoothies, added them to those smoothies. If we like to have certain, like maybe some fruit infused water, add it to that water. And then what if we actually did this not with, so this is definitely not a replacement for eating vegetables, but what if we did it with vegetables that you can't eat even if you want to? Now, what are these mythical vegetables? No, I don't mean like imaginary vegetables, but vegetables that you just can't buy at your grocery store. You cannot buy kelp at most grocery stores, right? You cannot buy wheatgrass at most grocery stores. You cannot buy acai or mangosteen at most grocery stores. So what if we took these foods, these whole foods, what if we just took the water out? So they're still raw, they're still whole foods, we just take the water out, we mix them together into one proprietary formulation that we call Garden in My Glass, and we said, look, in 17 seconds per day, at least that's how long it takes me, In 17 seconds per day, we can take you, we can take every member of your family, everyone you love, frankly, everyone in the country, and in 17 seconds per day, we can take you from 0 servings of these unarguably most beneficial foods on the planet, with no additives, no nonsense, and we can take you from 0 to nearly double-digit servings in 17 seconds per day in less or using less money, more affordably than it would be if you were to even buy these at your grocery store. I mean, think about the power this unlocks. You have in 1/3 of a cup of this Garden in My Glass powder, the cure, arguably, to the underlying neurological, gastrointestinal, and endocrinological causes of obesity and diabetes. You have concentrated, whole food, pure nutritional therapy that is just now so ridiculously convenient, there's no excuse not to transform every aspect of your life and your health, and not to do the same for everyone you love. You can add in the most nutrient-dense vegetables and fruits you could ever find and actually can't find at your local grocery store, and you can experience benefits mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, instantly, thanks to this concentrated dose of nutrition, which is so simple and convenient. We all know how beneficial getting our fruits and vegetables are. So let's raise the stakes. Let's say, what if we had these super fruits and vegetables? And then let's make it incredibly easy and incredibly affordable, and let's call it Garden in My Glass. And let's drink to our health, shall we? And then we can have super sexy green mustaches like this one. No, actually, you can certainly mix it with water if you want. But what a lot of people like doing is mixing it with their green smoothies, mixing it in baked goods. The bottom line is, no matter what you choose to add it to or how you choose to eat it, get it into your body, because it is going to benefit you more than you can ever imagine. It has to work. It's the most basic thing that everyone in the nutritional community agrees on. The most nutritionally dense foods give you the most benefit. And not just you, but everyone in your family. So please take that step, take that 17 seconds, grab a glass of Garden in My Glass, and we've got the new milk mustache. I think it's maybe we could start a new movement. Send me your pictures of your green mustache, and cheers. Here's to your health.